All right, let's jump right in. We're going to unpack a really cool story today, a story all about momentum. We're looking at a full decade of change at Florence City Schools, from 2015 all the way to 2025. And we're going to see exactly how a school district can build, keep, and, grow a real legacy of success one step at a time.
And really, everything starts right here. This is so much more than just a mission statement you'd see on a plaque hanging on a wall. Think of it as their North Star. It's the guiding principle behind every single decision, every achievement we're about to talk about. It's the promise they're making to each and every student who walks through their doors.
Okay, so where does a journey like this even begin, right? How do you kick things off? Well, you start by building a foundation that's absolutely rock solid. Let's take a look at the groundwork they laid down in those early years, because that's what really set the stage for everything else.
And check this out. You can see just how quickly that momentum starts to build. In 2015, they're already doing great, ranked number 11 in the whole state. Then 2017 happens. Dr. Jimmy Shaw comes in as the new superintendent, and bam, that same year, they leap up to number 7. A year later, they get a solid B on the state's brand new, much tougher report card. You could just feel it. The trajectory was set.
So they've got this great foundation, right? But that's just the starting line. Now we get to see how they built on it. Because in education, at the end of the day, success really comes down to what's happening right where it matters most, inside the classroom.
And this number, this is the payoff. Think about it. Just 1 year after getting that B, Florence City Schools pulled this off. An A on the 2019 Alabama State Report Card. A 90. That was a huge moment for them. It was proof positive that the strategies were working, and then all that momentum, it was absolutely the real deal.
Of course, you don't just stumble into an A rating like that. No way. It's earned by incredible people. We're talking about people like Carol Bejo, who was named the Alabama Teacher of the Year. And it wasn't a one-off. Look at this consistent stream of top-tier talent. Rachel Graves, Andrew Frank, Andrew L. Mills, all making it to the Sweet 16 state finals. Then you add in a national outstanding assistant principal like Melanie Harris. What you're seeing is a culture of excellence. It's something they're building on purpose. But top grades and amazing awards, that's only part of the picture. The real goal, the ultimate goal, is getting students ready for whatever comes next for them. And Florence has this really powerful two-pronged approach to creating those pathways to the future for every single kid in the district. Just look at this balance. It's incredible. On the one hand, you've got some serious academic firepower. We're talking 21 AP courses, dual enrollment with 5 different colleges and universities, and they even have one of the state's very first early college programs. But then, look at the other side. They have an equally strong focus on being career-ready. 65 different career tech courses, the LU-launched internship program, and apprenticeships that get students right into the workforce. This isn't a choice between college or career. It's a system built on college and career. So what does all that preparation actually lead to? Well, how about this number? Over $7.6 million. That's how much the Florence High School class of 2025 earned in scholarships. And that's just one class. Talk about a tangible return on investment. It shows you that colleges and universities are definitely noticing the high-caliber students this system is producing. Now, as you can probably guess, something this successful doesn't just happen in a vacuum. A truly great school system is woven right into the fabric of the community it serves. And that takes stable leadership, it takes transparency, and it absolutely takes the trust of everyone involved. And this chart right here, it's such a powerful sign of that trust. These are the superintendent's evaluation scores, and they're not just from the school board. They're from his direct reports and from community stakeholders too. And look at that, consistently high marks, always hitting that exceeds expectations level. I love that they included the footnote too. It points out that the state changed the rating scale in 2024, but even with a totally new system for scoring, the performance stays high. That's the kind of consistent leadership you can really count on.
And that trust just radiates outward into these crucial community partnerships. Think about what this feels like for a student. There's a school resource officer and a nurse in every single school, looking out for your safety and your health. You've got direct lines to major employers like Southwire, TVA, and Marriott, opening up real-world job opportunities. And those collaborations with local universities, that's what makes the dual enrollment we talked about even possible. The community isn't just sitting on the sidelines here. They are an active, essential part of the team.
So, let's step back for a second. When you put all of these pieces together, the strong foundation, the excellence in the classroom, the clear pathways to the future, and that deep community trust,
what do you get? You get something much bigger. You get a deliberate, intentional framework that supports a student through their entire journey. And they call it the Falcon Phases. And believe me, this is way more than just a catchy name. It's a whole philosophy. It's built on the idea that a student's needs change as they grow up. So they start out safe in the pre-K nest. Then they grow wings through elementary school. In middle school, it's time to learn to fly. As freshmen, they take flight. And finally, as upperclassmen, they're challenged to go out and make your mark. It's just such a thoughtful and really powerful way to guide a kid from day one all the way to graduation day.
So when you put it all together, the story becomes crystal clear. The success we've been looking at, it's no accident. This isn't about one lucky year or one standout program. This is a story of sustained, intentional, community-driven momentum that's been built piece by piece over an entire decade. It's success by design.
And all of this leaves us with one final big question. This decade of progress is, without a doubt, impressive. But the work is never really finished, is it? The true challenge, not just for Florence but for any community, is this. How do you take all this incredible momentum and make sure it doesn't just fizzle out? How do you turn it into a lasting legacy for the generations of students still to come?